Hello, ANZAHPE first-timers. My name is Charlotte Denniston. I'm the current president of ANZAHPE, and I'm absolutely thrilled to be welcoming you to the Perth conference in 2025. I was an ANZAHPE first-timer about 18 years ago. The conference was in Canberra, and I was the lucky recipient of the pre-registration student prize. I can tell you I was very nervous as a third-year physio student heading to an academic conference, but I really needn't be. It was such a welcoming and warm environment, and I met so many amazing educators and learned things that I still recall to this day. Since then, I've attended 6 ANZAHPE conferences, and they've all been the same, equally welcoming and warm. And I think you've chosen a fabulous location to attend your first ANZAHPE conference, being the beautiful Perth. So on the website, there's a list of top tips for first timers. That'll really help you to get the most out of your conference attendance and your time in Perth. And there's a few things that I wanted to reinforce around getting ready to engage with the conference. Before you arrive, I really recommend connecting with ANZAHPE on social media via your preferred social media channel. We'll be using the hashtag ANZAHPE 2025 for the conference this year. And there'll be lots of information there about keynote speakers and summaries about the day. So it's a really great way to stay connected. Before you arrive, and as indicated in the top tips page, I really think you need to look at the program. It's a big program. This year we had the biggest number of abstract submissions, so therefore it's a big program, and there's lots of really wonderful things to attend. So I encourage you to get your highlighter, either virtual or in real life if you printed it out, and check out all the different sessions and the things that might interest you and the work that you do as a health professional educator. You'll notice that there's different types of sessions. So on Monday, there are the workshops, and then in the main conference program, there are oral presentations, poster presentations, and pearls. They're all a little bit different ways of interacting with the audience, and also different things that you can take from it. So have a look and choose which ones you wish to attend. And I think you should try and aim for a bit of diversity if you can. The other thing that I suggest before you arrive is to think about someone that you might want to talk to when you're there. Looking through the program can help with this. You might find an educator who works in a similar area to you, or a researcher who's using an approach that you'd like to use. But I would take note of that and write that person's name down and make a goal to speak to them when you get to Perth. The point of attending conferences is to connect, generate new ideas and collaborations. So I really encourage you to go in with some curiosity, maybe some bravery, and some willingness to engage with new people. When you're at the conference, once you've landed in Perth and you've attended the conference proper, I really encourage you to follow through with that goal and go and talk to that person. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, or you're not sure who they are, or you need someone to connect you, there are lots of fantastic ANZAHPE colleagues that will be more than happy to support you in connecting with this person. So, for example, you'll notice people wearing different coloured lanyards. The ANZAHPE board members and staff will be wearing a red lanyard, and ANZAHPE fellows and associate fellows will be wearing pink or purple lanyards. So feel free to reach out to any of these people and say, hey, I'm a first timer. I really wanted to meet this person. Do you know them? Do you think you could connect me with someone who does? They'd be absolutely willing to help support you to do that. While you're at the conference too, I'd really encourage you to engage, obviously, with the academic part of things, but also the social functions. So on Monday, there is the welcome reception, and at 6:15, a special meet and greet for first timers. On Tuesday night, there's a night to connect with your colleagues and have dinner, and the local organising committee have provided lots of different recommendations for around Perth for eating and whatnot. And then on Wednesday, there's the conference dinner. So always plenty of fun and dancing to be had at that event. The local organising committee have also developed a wellbeing program to run alongside the conference. There's some information on the website and some Google forms to sign up to those activities. So I encourage you to check those out as well. And finally, just a little bit of advice for after the conference. I really encourage you to try and take some time to reflect, whether that be on the plane, on the way home from Perth, or if you have the luxury of blocking out your calendar and the week after the conference, do make some time, make your favourite warm beverage and sit down and think about the things that you've learned, how you might translate and apply them into practice, or perhaps email that person that you met and you want to connect with into the future. It's really easy to get swept up back into busy work, but it's always good to pause and reflect on the amazing experience that you've had at the conference. Regardless if you're coming for half a day or a full day, or you're coming to present or just coming to watch, I really hope you have a fabulous time at ANZAHPE in Perth in 2025, and it sets you in good stead to come to our conference next year in 2026. See you soon.